I can govern myself. And America is about self-government.
Donald Sullivan isn't your typical guy. The retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel voted for Ron Paul in the recent election and says our government has gotten too far away from the republic our forefathers founded.
We don't have control of our own property anymore, our own lives, or our own anything. The state regulates and taxes everything.
Sick of the government micromanaging his life, Mr. Sullivan staged a unique form of protest. There's no state-issued license plate on his truck. You won't find an inspection sticker either. Sullivan says he doesn't need them, and he's been driving around without them for the last year and a half.
I wanted to get a ticket, and I wanted to have the vehicle impounded, and I wanted to be arrested, because you have to have standing in a court to pursue these kinds of questions.
He finally got his wish. A trooper pulled Mr. Sullivan over in January, and the case was recently heard in court. The judge denied Mr. Sullivan's motions regarding the court's jurisdiction over him, but found him not guilty of the driving offenses in question. Mr. Sullivan says it was a huge victory and says the next time he's pulled over, all he has to do is show the officers the paperwork with the court's not guilty finding, and he's off the hook. But the lawyer we asked says not so fast.
The court made a determination, for whatever reason, that the state had not proved beyond a reasonable doubt that which they had to prove someone guilty. What happened in this case is particular only to this case. What occurred on the roadway when the trooper cited him. What happened in this courtroom has no bearing whatsoever on what could happen in any future instance on the road.
While Mr. Sullivan raises some interesting questions about individual liberties, attorney Griff Anderson says this was a very unusual case, and when it comes to driving, the law is clear.
This has been challenged in the courts, and routinely North Carolina courts, U.S. courts, other states have upheld the right of the state to regulate the way people travel. They can't prohibit people from traveling on public roads, but they can regulate it by requiring licenses, license plates, and people to have insurance.